Don't tell anyone, but it's a drug, okay? And it gives you performance enhancement benefits. And I actually think this is a secret because I don't see many people talking about it. Hello friends, welcome back to another video. We have lots of powerlifting content coming in for you because, well, I'm competing tomorrow and I'm in powerlifting prep. So why not share my powerlifting journey, educate those of you who are interested, and give out some advice because I feel like it. So we're gonna talk about how to peak for powerlifting and just kind of what to do during your deload week. Peaking is just training really, really hard with maximal strength lifts, overreaching, and then you're taking a deload and then you're maxing out. That's all peaking is. Progressive overload, lifting really heavy. Maybe you do 3x3s one week, 2x2s one week, 3x1 the next. Basically, you're decreasing your training volume, increasing your intensity until you get to the point of your meet week, which is where you deload and then you max out. Hello friends, it is deload week. We are 1 week out from the powerlifting meet and I am so excited. I'm gonna take you guys through a week of deloading. If you guys saw my last full week of powerlifting video, my lifts got really messed up from flying to New York City, and we just flew back yesterday, and so I'm just so drained. Typically I stop training on Thursdays, so today is Monday, and then after Thursday I'm gonna cut off all training. Friday will be the meet check-in day, and then after that it is meet day on Saturday. So we are very close to meet day. I'm going to start off how I typically start off any training day, which is doing 10 minutes on the treadmill. It's good to get the blood flowing. Don't mind the fit. This is my depression fit. This is not a mental health vlog, but homegirl has got it today. She has got it bad. But yeah, if I was not competing, I would not be here right now. It'd be very hard to get me here. Anyways, we're here because we gotta be. It's gonna be a leg day. We're gonna go super light because yesterday my legs were still a little bit sore somehow from training last week. The main goal right now is just to keep our fitness level high and doing lightweight high reps. We are Wednesday, Thursday, so we're 3 days out. So we're gonna warm up 10 minutes on the treadmill and then get on with it. Have to show you guys something. Look at this. I'm not showing you my super sick glutes, although that is part of the package, but look at all this sweat. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I am pouring in sweat. Anyways, my glutes do be looking thick. My glutes do be looking thick though. I'm a little less depressed now that we lifted and now that I got sweat on. The reason we need to peak for powerlifting is because we need to, one, train heavy. We need to train specifically for the competition that we're training, which is singles, lifting as heavy as we can for 1 rep. So that's what we're specifically training for. The reason we need to take a deload is because our muscle fibers that we're using, we have type 2, we have type 1, we also have type 2X. So type 1 is more of your endurance training. This is going for long distances and being able to sustain that for long periods of time. Typically this will be with lighter weight, body weight, think of runners. And then we have type 2 and type 2X. These are your fast, explosive strength movements. So we have power, we have speed. Now this is like sprinters, this is like power lifters. Type 2X fatigues very, very quickly, so does type 2. To be able to train optimally, to be explosive and strong and powerful, we have to also incorporate deload weeks to allow our muscles to fully recover. Now, if it's not your meet week, you will see deloads look a little bit differently. You may still see a lot of barbell work, 50 to 65% of your working weight from the previous week. But for your meet week, most athletes tend to stay away from barbell work completely. You still want to make sure that you're working out, but you're not lifting heavy. So these will be movements sort of like your bodybuilding movements. We're thinking bicep curls, tricep extensions versus your powerlifting strength movements. We want to stay away from those strength, explosive, fast movements because that's where your body is trying to really best recover so that you can go and hit those PRs come meet day. We want to fully allow our muscles to recover while keeping our fitness levels high. The way you can best think of this is, let's say you just went on vacation and you stopped training for a week, right? When you come back, you feel like you lost strength, you feel like you lost endurance, you feel like what happened to me? It was only a week. But you didn't really lose strength and you didn't really lose endurance. Your body just isn't able to come right back into training at the same level. It needs to kind of build up to that in order to keep your fitness levels high so that when you take this deload, you don't just come back and completely bomb it. By continuing to work out and move your body through that full range of motion, we're able to keep our fitness levels high while still focusing on keeping our recovery levels high as well. Next thing we want to consider is caffeine. Homegirl needs her coffee more than she needs her calories, and that says a lot because I love food too. That being said, meet week is a really good time to completely flatline your caffeine intake. Say goodbye to it just for a week. So when we're talking no caffeine, we are talking no pre-workout and no coffee. This is something that not everyone does, and it could truly give you an advantage if you are someone who drinks coffee every day or takes pre-workout almost every day. The reason is because our body adapts to caffeine. If our body is adapting to caffeine, that means that we are not getting the full effects of the caffeine. Coffee is a drug. Shh, don't tell anyone, but it's a drug, okay? And it gives you performance enhancement benefits. Now you should be cycling your pre-workout. I know a lot of people don't do this, but you should be. A good time to do that is a deload. But by taking that week off, you are allowing your body to reset. It's pretty powerful. Now let's talk recovery. Now the deload itself is partially part of the recovery, but there are other things that you should be doing on meet week that will really help enhance your recovery. And the first thing is taking an Epsom salt bath. I also just love a good old hot bubble bath. Another personal favorite, deep tissue massage. I would probably do it closer to 1.5 weeks out because you actually do need time to recover from massages. It helps to loosen up those joints. To be explosive, to be strong, you actually do want to be able to have that full range of motion and be flexible in those muscles, because the more flexible, the more range of motion you have in those muscles, the more capable you are of being explosive and powerful. If your range of motion is limited, let's say you have really tight hamstrings, if your range of motion is limited in your hamstrings, your deadlift will not be as explosive as it could be. Now, if you don't have the money to go spend on a massage because competing can be expensive, you can utilize a massage gun if that's not an option. Grab a tennis ball, grab a lacrosse ball, and just massage it like that. You can also use a foam roller if you have a foam roller. I like the lacrosse balls though because they're hard and they get in there. Next one, going for walks. This helps to keep your body mobile. We don't want to be stiff when we go and lift. Active stretching. If you have areas that you know are very tight, let's say you have tight hip flexors from sitting down and working all day, then that's something that you're gonna probably want to work on and focus on. Now, the last one we're gonna talk about for recovery is nutrition. I have so many videos talking about nutrition, but just make sure that you are staying on point with your nutrition. You just wanna make sure you're focusing on the protein, you wanna focus on the carbs. Everyone's nutritional needs are going to be completely different. Part of nutrition also is water intake. Some of my biggest fails in my lifts come from being dehydrated rather than poorly nutritionified. I just made up a word. Rather than having poor nutrition. Next thing is you need to be prepared for your weigh-ins. You want to be fully prepared with your openers because they will ask you that when you go to do weigh-ins. You have to give your openers. You don't weigh in the same day for USPA. For USAPL, you do weigh in the same day.
there?
Yeah, I think that's perfect. Some other things that you want to be prepared for as far as the weigh-ins is you know where it's at, you know the location, and you know the times. You cannot miss those. And the last thing is really mindset related. People underestimate the importance of mindset. If you think you're going to fail something, you are going to fail it. If you think maybe I'll try it and we'll see what happens, well, you might do okay, but you're not going to do your best. You have to get your mind right during meet week. You need to visualize. You really need to like fully dive into this experience. You want to hear your friends cheering and clapping for you in the crowd. You want to feel the bar on your back. You want to get fully into that moment. I talk about this all the time on my channel, so I won't go super into it, but please do check out my other videos on visualization. I talk about this not only in the aspect of fitness, but also in manifesting your dream life. The visualization is really, really important in helping you to create the life of your dreams, but also if the life of your dreams is being a badass powerlifter, then these are things you need to take seriously. Is our mind that powerful? Yes, it is, because our mind created airplanes, our mind created homes, our mind created computers, our mind created a camera, our mind created the internet that you are watching this on. It started with our heads. So if you want to be strong, if you want to create this version of yourself, because you're powerlifting for a reason, right? You're powerlifting because it feels empowering to you. We're gonna find something that's fun, feel really empowered by it, and want to really excel at it. That is why you're probably here. And you have that capability, but you need to get your head right. Those are my tips for meet week. I hope you enjoy. I will be coming out with a few more powerlifting videos since, again, my meet is tomorrow, and there are a few other things that I really want to talk about and share as far as the powerlifting journey. All right, friends, that is it for today's video. I will link some videos on this next slide for you guys to watch in relation to visualization, and hopefully that will help you get even more insight into that aspect of things as well. But you'll see that here in just a second. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please, please, please give it a like, subscribe, leave a comment. It really, really helps my channel out, and I'm really trying to grow my YouTube channel, so it would mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next video.